Hi friends, Mickey Makis here and welcome to Out the Back Door. Today I'm going to be making a cran-raspberry whipped dessert. My family really enjoys it and they call it pink stuff. So come along and join me. As long as I'm making this, I decided to make a double batch. I'll leave half of it here and I'm going to bring half to my family. So what we're going to start with is 2 small boxes of Jello. You can use raspberry or cranberry Jello. It happens to be generally I use the cranberry Jello, but the stores were out of it right now. So being I wasn't able to find the cranberry Jello that I had wanted, I decided we're going to do raspberry today. I'm still adding cranberry juice in it, so it is a cran-raspberry dessert. I've dumped my 4 cups of boiling water in already and my 4 small packages of the raspberry Jello. I've been stirring it up to dissolve it well, and what I'm going to do is set this in the refrigerator for it to partially set up. You don't want it to turn into solid Jello. You only want it halfway. So if you are doing the single batch, I'd say check probably in about 15-20 minutes to see how set it is. You do want some of it solidified, but yet not to the point, like I said, where you've actually got Jello. I have accidentally gone quite a bit, almost to the point where it was total Jello, and it did work. It was just a little more inconvenient. So I'm going to go and set this out into my refrigerator, and I'm going to check on mine probably in 20-25 minutes and see how it goes, and we'll get on to the next step from there. I went and checked on the Jello, and it's almost to the point of where I want it. So I'm going to start working on some of the other ingredients because we're going to be mixing them together. I've got 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese here. You only need 1. And I am going to be mixing those with cranberry juice. Now you would need 1 cup. I'm going to pour in 2 cups. But I'm using a deep bowl because this likes to splatter, so just be forewarned about that. The cream cheese is softened. It's been sitting out at room temp since I started doing the Jello. I want to beat the cream cheese a little bit before I start pouring in the cranberry juice, and I'm going to be adding just a little bit at a time. I did have my cranberry juice chilled. Okay, so at this point we really have a liquid made out of it, and now I'm going to go and grab our Jello. Okay, the Jello's still a little liquidy in here, but the outside edges are setting up. So this is the consistency I do want it. Like I said, I've gone way past this stage before where it was almost completely Jello. And I was able to use it, but it was a little bit harder to work with. And I'm going to dump this in and we're going to mix these all together. See, the bottom's already setting. And it will continue setting up once we finish putting this together and we get it into the refrigerator. And I'm going to put it right back into this bowl. Now I'm just going to beat this together on low. Okay, now that I've got all that mixed up, I'm going to be adding raspberries to it. You're going to want 2 small packages of like frozen raspberries. If you're using fresh raspberries, if it's like during summertime, I would say they usually sell them like in half-pint containers, probably 4 of them. But being I'm doubling the recipe, I needed 4 packages of the frozen. Normally I've got raspberries on hand, but I already used them all up in my preserves this fall. So I'm just going to dump these in. They have thawed out quite a bit. If they're frozen when you're doing this, that's fine too. It'll just kind of help set this up a little bit faster, being it's so cold. I may have gone overboard on the raspberries. And then I'm just going to fold these in. The last ingredient you need is a small container of Cool Whip. And being I'm doing double batch, I needed 2. And we're going to fold this in. Now it's just kind of easier to cut it in to begin with. As I mentioned in the beginning, this makes a very good Jello salad any time of the year, but it's always requested of me during the holidays. All right, I'll get this last one in here. Now, being that the Jello wasn't totally set up to begin with, this is going to thicken and set up a little bit more once it's refrigerated for a while. And I would say refrigerate it for at least, another hour or 2 before serving it. Okay, this was another reason I did it in such a big bowl, because I knew that I was going to fill it up. All right, we'll get this in our bowls. So that's all there is to this dessert. Like I said, you do need to put this in the refrigerator a little bit longer yet. I'd say an hour to 2 hours. It'll completely set up then. It's such a light, it's a really light dessert. And the nice thing about it is when you bite into a raspberry, you just get that pop of tartness in it. Really, really good. So I hope you give this a try. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. So until next time, enjoy and God bless.